Unraveling the Legacy. This is the second part of the story of the Jaguar XK from 1990 to the last of the X100 series models produced in 2006. My previous video covered the evolution of the XK engine series from the 1940s introduction of the twin overhead camshaft six-cylinder engine to the end of production of the E-Type Mark III, which was available from 1971 to 1992 with its 5-litre single overhead cam V12. This time, though, we'll look at the development of the V8 engine XK8 that was aided by the funds from Ford after their purchase of Jaguar on the 11th of November 1989 for what was a massive, at that time, $2.5 billion. The Ford period of Jaguar ownership saved the company from the disastrous British Leyland days of the 1970s. The story of the XK8 starts in the early 1990s, when as a shortcut in development it was decided to base the new car on the XJS chassis. The new car, codename X100, would initially have a 4-litre V8 motor. And this was a massive undertaking, as it was just not a new car but also a new engine, the AJ26 as well. Early body design concepts for the XK8 were received from 3 different teams in the UK, USA and Italy, and the brief was to work on 4 different style approaches: evolutionary, evocative, progressive and radical. And the brief for the Jaguar studio at Whitley was to revive the spirit of the E-Type with clay number 2. And Italy's Gia team was to produce clay 1, and Ford's Dearborn team employing the progressive theme with clay 3. Clay 4 was also for the Whitley studios following the evocative theme, and it was clay 4 that would move through the styling development to achieve the final XK8 shape. But let's have a look at the differences together. Clay 1 at the top of the screen and clay 2 at the bottom are very similar, but with different sloping windscreen, slightly different rear light treatment, and a lower back screen on the clay 2. And the differences from the front show that different curve in the windscreen. In the next comparison, clay 3 on top and clay 4 at the bottom show the dramatic differences with the rear screen, and the close to final treatment of the rear quarter window in clay 4 at the bottom. Clay 4 moved to the refinement stage, with clays A at the top and M at the bottom. In many people's opinion, the rear treatment of M was more pleasing, but it was clay A that was shortlisted as the final development model, and then with the final version of the Spitfire wing, it received board approval in October 1992. The styling director from Jaguar, Jeff Lawson, was somewhat of a traditionalist and stated, "I do have a strong belief in the legacy and heritage that Sir William left us." So that in itself is an indication of where the final shape came from. So along with the exterior body styles, there were many attempts at developing the interior to what would be known as a Spitfire wing, as you can see from sketches here, and then finally with the actual dash in the Victory edition of 2006. These are the sketches of the interior development. But also alongside exterior and interior designs, there was a vast amount of work being done to produce the AJ26 engine, which was later publicly known as the AJ-V8. The XK8 was launched at the Geneva Motor Show in 1996, with the first customer car coming off the line on the 4th of June. And then the convertible was launched at the New York show. In 1997, an XKR version was released with a supercharged 4-litre engine. 4-litre versions of the XK and the XKR ran from 1996 to 2002, when the engine was upgraded to a 4.2 V8 for both variants. But at the time and more recently, Jaguar was becoming known for limited edition models, and the XK8 and the XKR were no exception. There were a number of limited editions released. The XKR Silverstone in 2001 was to celebrate the entry into Formula One. The Silverstone had a high-performance package with improved transmission, steering, suspension and brakes, 20-inch BBS wheels and a custom red-stitched black leather with silver bird's eye maple wood. All other factory options were included, and there are a total of 558 Silverstone cars produced. Then there's the XKR 100 anniversary model, and this was to celebrate a 100 years anniversary of Sir William Lyons in 2001. The XKR had all the available options: exclusive dark grey paint finish, Recaro seats, 20-inch BBS alloy wheels, Brembo brakes, dark wooden dash and panels, as well as GPS. 500 cars were produced. An XKR portfolio model was released in 2004 as a convertible only, and that was with either red or blue paintwork and interiors. Total of 100 red and 100 blue cars. In Europe, the XKR 4.2S model was unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show on the 1st of March 2005, with a speed limiter removed to reach 174 miles per hour. Exclusive colours were copper black, frost blue, bay blue and satin silver. There were a total of 200 4.2S models. And then the Victory model. This was offered in 2006 to celebrate Jaguar's wins in the Trans Am road racing series. And there were a number of special trims and exterior tweaks. A total of 1,050 cars were produced. The X100 models were in production until 2006, with a total of 90 and 64 cars produced. The X100 series was then replaced by the all-alloy bodied X150, to be known as XK and XKR. The XK8 name was dropped, and initially they had a 4.2 litre V8 and to be replaced with a 5 litre AJ V8 Gen 3 in 2009. But that's another story for another video. So make sure you've subscribed and pressed the bell to be reminded when that video is published. Thanks for watching.